Hi, name me Nani.
Each other.
Actor, producer, anchor, and host for this show. ఇప్పుడు ప్రస్తుతం ప్రొడ్యూసర్ బాధ్యత యాంకర్కి డబ్బులు ఇవ్వడం ఎందుకంటే నేనే సో యా కాఫీ విత్ నో గ్రీన్ టీ విత్ నాని లెట్స్ కాల్ దాట్ సో యా లెట్స్ స్టార్ట్ ఫ్రమ్ ఏదో ఒక సైడ్ నుంచి అటు నుంచి స్టార్ట్ చేద్దాం సో ఈచ్ ఆఫ్ యూ ఫస్ట్ టైం వెన్ యూ గాట్ ద కాల్ మీట్ క్యూట్కి కాల్ ఇచ్చినప్పుడు ఫస్ట్ టైం వాట్ was your immediate thought which went into your head? OTT, Unkota, Nani, the production, everything.
Two things actually hit me. One is Nani. So I'm a very big fan of you, sir. So I really loved all your work. So
I asked the right question. I want this kind of information.
So firstly was that, and secondly I was reading up the script, and I really loved the dialogues very much. And then I had the confidence that the dialogues is going to be the biggest plus of this project. So I just bumped in saying I'm going to do this.
Awesome.
And then finally I got to meet Deepthi Garu, and I think she's the cutest, cutest one in the set, and cutest one, the exact meet cute is happened between me and the
That's the story number 6 for the season 2.
Actor and director. Meet the director.
You already have one script ready for the season.
Because I never met her before. I was actually met on during this shoot thing. So I was initially a little bit hesitant because I don't know the language. So I was very worried about it. But then I was looking at her. Okay, she might scold me up or she'll get pissed off with me. But trust me, from the day one till the end, she is the first one to keep laughing at me. Whatever dialogue I do, she'll be like laughing and come on, you can do it. Come on, you can do it. So that's how we did it, and I really enjoyed working with ma'am. Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for this.
Same. The feeling is mutual. It was a meet cute, and we loved the shoot.
So we'll go on that side, on this side. So amazing. Ruhani. Who called you? What happened? Why did you decide to do this?
What, obviously, it's because wall poster cinema is like it's like a home for me. I did hit with you guys, and then when I got to know that they are considering me for something very cute, I got very excited, and the script obviously. When I read the script, I told this to Deepthi also. I couldn't stop myself. Like I had tears in my eyes. Towards the end of the script, and I couldn't stop myself, crying. And every time I read the script, I always get so emotional. But there was a time where I stopped reading the script only because I didn't want to, spoil the emotion, because I want to get it right when we shoot. So I stopped reading the last scene of the film for our last scene of our episode. It was very emotional for me. I was touched by reading the script. So yeah, that made me say yes. Why not?
Amazing. Thank you. Akanksha.
So I still remember first call I got it from Vinay. I did Malli Rava with him, and he called me. Yes, and Devdas with you. So without saying, he said that Nani is producing this film, and we are considering for one of the stories. So just go through it. And I still remember when I read the script, I still remember the incident. One of my friend was telling me about her journey, and I got goosebumps, and I said, I really want to do it. It is so relatable. I could personally relate to the story because someone I know had the similar kind of experience. So if I can relate to it, anybody could relate to it. So that was the one reason I wanted to do the story. And I told him, I don't know how. I was after his life that, when are we doing this? When are we doing this? So I was very excited, and I was after his life, and thank you for giving me this opportunity. Second reason was you, obviously. I had an amazing time shooting for Devdas with you. This was the second time for our collaboration, you as a producer and me as an actor. But it's been an amazing journey. my experience throughout the film, be it production, be it team as a family, and Deepthi Garu. On the last day of the shoot, I was repeating this, but on the last day of shoot, I didn't want to go back. I wanted to shoot more. So that's how I can sum up my journey.
It shows. So,
ఫస్ట్ కాల్ వచ్చినప్పుడు నేను హోమ్ టౌన్లో ఉన్నాను. సెకండ్ లాక్డౌన్ తర్వాత ఎవ్రీథింగ్ వాజ్ ఇన్ హాల్ట్ అండ్ ఐ వెంట్ మై
you
హోమ్
know why
టౌన్.
he's talking Telugu so well? Not because of Meet Cute. Seeing him in Meet Cute, I put him in Dasra. So now he became a pro. And he's speaking Telugu so well.
Yeah.
థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్.
His Telugu was decent while we shot. Now it's perfect, I think.
యా ఐ వాజ్ ఇన్ మై హోమ్ టౌన్. ఫస్ట్ వినయ్ గారు ఫోన్ చేస్తే ఐ వాజ్ ఇన్ ద పొలం. I was doing something and I couldn't hear. Then I went to the network area and I called him back and he said, I'm Vinay calling from Wallposter Cinemas. That hit me hard. Wallposter Cinemas. Okay, I was like, we are considering you for one story and the story ఇలా ఉంటుందని. అదైన తర్వాత నేను దీప్తి మ్యామ్ని వీడియో కాల్లో నరేషన్ ఇచ్చారు. వినిపించినప్పుడు నాకు అనిపించింది the human bonding, the relationship in that story and the importance of that one person being there for you. That really hit me hard and I said, yes, okay. And the main reason is you, sir. The main reason I'm here is you. Nani sir, okay, I'll go. And even when I came to set with Yashwant or Vinay sir, I was asking, the Sham Singh Roy set was there, right next to our set. I was asking, Nani sir is coming. Is Nani sir coming?
I never
So,
yeah.
that's
Next, go in.
So two things kind of got my attention. I was told that Nani Garu is producing it, and more than that, he's launching his sister. So when an actor produces a film which he acts, it'll be special. But when an actor produces a film which his brother or sister is acting, it should be extra special because
Extra stress.
yeah, definitely. So I was like, he'll take care of the whole thing because his responsibility is not small.
Yeah.
So that itself was a confidence because when we produce it for ourselves, it's another thing. But when you produce it for someone we love so much, like the responsibility is so much. So that I was like confident. Okay, this is going to be something.
Totally agree. I lost weight.
I trust him so much.
14
Yeah.
years of my career in this one, handling this person and her stress. Oh my
So
God.
so that was the first thing. Second, then I read the script and I realized that this time Telugu industry is calling me for something interesting. I don't have to get beaten up or hit someone. I don't have to be very aggressive. I just have to behave. So that's like very interesting because when you get into an industry and you do big films like Alavaikunta Burumulu and Bangaraju, where every time you have a negative shade, industry, the pattern is that you are called again for that.
For the same thing.
So someone breaking that pattern was something very interesting for me because I work in Malayalam industry, so I know how film industry works. So that was again, that was, made me very humble. I'm very grateful also for that. And once I read the script, trust me, once you watch the film, you'll understand. No actor would say no to that kind of a character. It's that kind of a pampering that you get from the, in terms of the character, in terms of the script. Then I realized, once I read the script, if this script is like that, there are 4 more films like this. So then I understood why did Nani Garu, decide to produce it. So he's safe because the script work is done amazingly well. So these are the reasons I said yes.
Sanchita.
So the first time, I think Vinay called me. Vinay called me and he said, "Hi, I'm Vinay. I'm calling from Nani's Wallposter Cinema." I was like, "Nani? What? Okay, yeah, okay. I have to play it casual now. I've already decided that I'm going to do it because it's Nani's Wallposter Cinema. But yeah, of course, now tell me the script." And then he told me the story, and I was so engaged throughout. Like I think all of us would agree that it's not the common structure of a film that we see that every day, right? It was so sensible, it was so thoughtful from the start, and towards the end I think only GP and you guys know what happens in our script, right? It really gave me goosebumps, the end of my script, and I was just so thrilled that I would they were considering me to do something like this, and I was new. I mean, that was what my second thing, and Deepthi was big-hearted enough to just consider a new actor to do something that prominent. That really touched me, and I was also thinking this when I was sitting that time. I think it was for all of us, especially the boys. I wanted to ask you this question. Wasn't this very difficult for you guys to do? Because boys don't get to play these characters that easily, right? So do you have to tap into your emotions and sensibilities on a different level? For us girls, I think we're waiting to say some things like this and we don't get to say it. So thank you for that, Deepthi. And for boys, I think it's like...
They were not even waiting.
Sorry?
They were not even waiting. They gave up.
Yeah. I think it was great, Deepthi, for giving men to play characters like this. That's quite amazing.
Yeah. And yeah, your episode was the most shocking for me also.
Yeah. I
was
know,
like,
we
what
had that
happened there?
discussion.
Genre shift.
That,
Yeah, something curious. Let them wonder why it is a genre shift.
Varsha.
This feels like some school.
Oh, you sing a song, no?
You know what Varsha was doing? She was like 1, 2, 3, 4. So my number would be, she was sitting and counting that.
No, Varsha.
No. Oh,
Varsha.
yeah, you're done, no?
In your own style, in punchlines, you can.
No, I'm
Varsha.
just trying to, why I chose this pattern. So that the camera guys will be alert. Otherwise, they'll put one side and sleep. So they'll forget to pan on the other side. So I gave them job, like, no, left, no, right. So then they'll look, yeah.
So this series is about conversation with strangers, right? But in general, conversations are extremely important. Like the first, honestly, నిజంగా చెప్తున్నా, నాకు కాల్ వచ్చేటప్పుడు నా పర్సన్ ఏం చెప్పారంటే, నాని గారు మూవీలో మిమ్మల్ని అడుగుతున్నారు అని చెప్పారు. వాజ్ లైక్ ఓకే, దెన్ ప్రొడక్షన్లో అడుగుతున్నారు, ఓకే. సో ఫస్ట్ ముందు ఎవరైనా ఎందుకు చేశారంటే, నేను ఖచ్చితంగా నానిగారు ప్రొడక్షన్లో వర్క్ చేయాలి అని చెప్పుంటా. కానీ దీప్తి అక్కతో వర్క్ చేసిన తర్వాత డెఫినెట్లీ ఐ వుడ్ సే ఐ డిడ్ ఇట్ బికాజ్ యూ ఆర్ సచ్ అన్ అమేజింగ్ డైరెక్టర్. అంటే like ఏ అమ్మాయికైనా her partner, she wants her partner to respect her, cherish her and love her, right? So it might be a very small thing, but I think all of us need that. All of us want our partners to know that respect is the main thing. And I think I haven't watched the other episodes, but I know for a fact that there is respect everywhere. So I think I was very happy playing Swati because she knows what she wants. And, yeah.
Watch it on Please watch other episodes also. And so next time ఎప్పుడైనా వాల్ పోస్టర్ నుంచి కాల్ వచ్చింది, దీప్తి డైరెక్షన్ కాల్ వచ్చింది, అది సెపరేట్ వేరే ప్రొడక్షన్. సో ఎవరికి ఉంటుంది?
Nice question.
Yeah, first option, second option.
I think I'll choose Deepthi Akka.
It's okay, I'll be ghost funding it again.
He'll be a secret producer.
So, Raja garu.
నేను యాక్చువల్గా ఎగ్జాక్ట్గా అదే నువ్వు ఇప్పుడు అడిగిందే చెప్దాం అనుకున్నాను. ఫస్ట్ వాళ్ళు ఫోన్ చేసినప్పుడు ఎలాగా చెప్పేది, నాని గారి ప్రొడక్షన్లో సినిమా వచ్చింది అంటే, బికాస్ ఆఫ్ యువర్ హిస్టరీ ఆఫ్ యువర్ ప్రొడక్షన్ వి నో ద స్టోరీ ఈస్ డెఫినెట్లీ గోన్ బి గుడ్. సో డెఫినెట్గా చేస్తాను అని ఆ తర్వాత చెప్పారు, వాళ్ళ సిస్టర్ డైరెక్ట్ చేస్తున్నారు. సో వెన్ ఐ హర్డ్ ద స్క్రిప్ట్ ఐ లవ్డ్ ఇట్. అండ్ తన్ని ఫస్ట్ టైం కలిసినప్పుడు అక్క నెక్స్ట్ ఏం చేద్దాం అనుకుని ఇంకా అలా కలిపేసుకుని వెళ్ళిపోయాం అన్నమాట. ఇలా చేద్దాం అలా చేద్దాం. కొన్ని సీన్స్ చూసినప్పుడు ఇలా చేద్దాం అలా ఏదో అడుగుతున్నప్పుడు ఈ క్యారెక్టర్ మాట్లాడుతూ నీలా కాదు కొంచెం వేరేలా చేయాలన్నమాట. నువ్వు ఎక్కువ మాట్లాడడం కదా, తక్కువ మాట్లాడాలి క్యారెక్టర్ అని చెప్పి. సో ఇట్ వాస్ వెరీ ఈజీ టు వర్క్ విత్ హర్. సో బట్ నౌ ఆఫ్టర్ ద వర్క్ ఇస్ డన్, జాబ్ ఇస్ డన్, my first priority would be Deepthi. Then wall poster comes in.
No, nee question andarki apply same answer.
I like that.
But after this movie it will be a Deepthi ga direct chestunna movie lo adugutunnaru.
Meeku inka still ee interview kuda wall posters interview, and I will make sure this is all edited. Last part is edited out. Everyone's statement.
మధ్యలో ఇక్కడ నాని అని ఉంటుంది కదా, అది ఎడిట్ చేసి ఇక్కడ ఫిక్స్ చేసేద్దాం.
Only all those thank you nanis will be there. Rest everything is just me doing chumma time pass. And
నాకు ఫస్ట్ కాల్ వినయ్ గారి దగ్గర నుంచి వచ్చింది. హీ సెడ్ ఇలా ఒక ప్రొడక్షన్, ఒక వెబ్ సిరీస్ అనుకుంటున్నాము, ఇలా నానిగారు ప్రొడ్యూస్ చేస్తున్నారు, మిమ్మల్ని అనుకుంటున్నారు ఇది అంటే. ఇందుకీ నానిగారు తెలుసా ఆయన ప్రొడ్యూస్ చేస్తున్నట్టు అన్న. ఫస్ట్ నేను నమ్మలేదు, అందుకని దెన్ హీ సెడ్ నో ఇట్స్ డెఫినెట్లీ ఆన్, నానిగారు తెలుసు, హీ వాంటెడ్ టు ద సిరీస్ అన్నారు. ఐ థింక్ దట్ వాస్ వన్ ఆఫ్ ద మేజర్ మోటివేటింగ్ ఫ్యాక్టర్స్ అన్న. ఐ థింక్ యూ ఆల్వేస్ బీన్ అన్ ఇన్స్పిరేషన్ ఫ్రమ్ day one. I think every single film you did, you just reinvented yourself, and I knew if you picked a story, అది definitely gold standard ఉంటుంది అని అనిపించింది. So that was the major motivating factor. అండ్ ఆ తర్వాత నాకు వినయ్ నాకు ఎప్పుడైతే స్క్రిప్ట్ పంపించారో నేను ఐ స్టార్టెడ్ రీడింగ్ ద స్క్రిప్ట్. అండ్ ఒక్కసారి ఆ రీడింగ్ కంప్లీట్ అయిపోయిన తర్వాత నాకు ఈ ఫ్యాక్టర్స్ ఏవి గుర్తు రాలేదు. ఇఫ్ ఐ వాంటెడ్ టు డూ ఇట్ జస్ట్ ఫర్ ద స్క్రిప్ట్. అంత ఆనెస్ట్, అంత జెన్యూన్ రైటింగ్ చూసి చాలా రోజులు అయిపోయింది. And I think I'll always be grateful to Deepthi Akka and you for this opportunity.
Thank you, Nani. Thank you, Nani.
కావాల్సిన బిట్లు వచ్చేసింది, అది రీడ్ ఇట్. No, anyway, my favorite.
So obviously
we're a super hit couple.
like super hit mom daughter
blockbuster mom and son.
And నాని ఒక ప్రాజెక్ట్ చేస్తున్నారు అని చెప్పంటే నేను అసలు ఏం ఆలోచించను. హీ వాంటెడ్ మీ అంటే డెఫినెట్గా ఉంటానన్నమాట అందులోను. బట్ హ్యావింగ్ సెడ్ దాట్, అది పక్కన పెడితేనేమో ఎప్పుడు కూడా నాని యాక్చువల్గా ఆలోనే హీ హాజ్ టేకెన్ వన్, ఎవరు చెయ్యని ఒక ఇది తీసుకున్నారు. ఆ కథ ఎవరైనా ప్రొడ్యూస్ చేస్తారా అంటే చాలా కష్టం అనమాట. కానీ అది నాని ప్రొడ్యూస్ చేసింది. సో అదనమాట నాకు బాగా గురి. నాని ప్రొడ్యూస్ చేస్తున్నారు, దీప్తి అయినా సరే తను చేస్తున్నారంటే దేర్ హ్యాస్ టు బీ సంథింగ్ అనేది ముందు నాకు అర్థమైంది. సెకండ్ ఏమో ఫస్ట్ అక్కగా అంటే నాని అక్కగానే తెలుసు. బట్ తర్వాత ఏమో పని చేసిన తర్వాత దాన్ని ఎట్లాగా అప్రోచ్ చేస్తానంటే ఎప్పుడు కొత్త డైరెక్టర్స్ తోటి పనిచేయడం అంటే నాకు చాలా ఇష్టం. బికాజ్ చాలా ఫ్రెష్నెస్ ఉంటుంది, వేరే ఐడియాస్ తీసుకొస్తారు కదా. అట్లాంటి ఐడియాస్ ఒక్కొక్కసారి నేను అనుకుంటూ ఉంటాను, ఇది వర్కౌట్ అవుతుందో లేదో తెలియదు కానీ మనకేదో కొత్తగా ఒక విషయం దొరుకుతుంది అని చెప్పేసి. యాక్చువల్గా చూసుకుంటే నేను ఐ వుడ్ వర్క్ విత్ మెనీ న్యూ డైరెక్టర్స్. అందులో కొన్ని వర్కౌట్ అయ్యి ఉంటాయి, కొన్ని వర్కౌట్ అవ్వ. ఎట్లాంటి ప్రొడక్షన్ అయినా సరే అదేమో అట్లా స్ట్రగ్లింగ్గానే ఇంకా చాలా పిక్చర్స్ ఉంటాయి అన్నమాట. బట్ న్యూ డైరెక్టర్స్ అంటే నాకేదో ఒక చిన్న సాఫ్ట్ కార్నర్ ఉంది. అలాగనమాట ఐ లుక్డ్ ఎట్ దిస్ ప్రాజెక్ట్, అందుకు ఓకే చెప్పాను. బట్ వెన్ ఫస్ట్ డే యూ డోంట్ నో దిస్ వాట్ హ్యాపెండ్ కదా, అసలు అంటే మనం చెప్పలేదు. నేనేమో ఒకలాగా డ్రెస్అప్ అయిపోయి వచ్చేసాను అనమాట. సో అంటే తనేమో నాకు వదిలేసింది అఫ్ కోర్స్ సారీ ఏంటనేది. బట్ హెయిర్ స్టైల్ ఎలా చేస్తున్నాను ఏమి వచ్చేసరికి షీ లుక్డ్ ఎట్ మీ లైక్ దట్. And that's the first time I'm actually meeting her as a director kada. So and also I don't know her personally. She looked at me and said ee hairstyle oddu. So I knew okay, that's the first quality of a director. మీరు చాలా పెద్ద సీనియర్ యాక్టర్ అయ్యి ఉండొచ్చు, మీరు మా నానికి చాలా ఫేవరెట్ అయ్యి ఉండొచ్చు, అన్నీ ఓకే, నా క్యారెక్టర్ ఎలా ఉండాలో ఐ డిసైడ్. సో ఐ థింక్ that's what happened. And then from then on you should have seen how we hit it off అన్నమాట. సో I mean నాని అక్క పక్కన పెట్టేస్తే కూడా as a director and writer, I really enjoyed working with this director, and also that character she gave me is so beautiful అనమాట. ఓకే హెరీనా రెడీ చేసి పెట్టేశారు, అందులో గోదాల దిగి ఆడడమే అన్నమాట, మన పని అన్ని రెడీ అయిపోయి వచ్చాం. అండ్ సో we really took it అనమాట. సో లైక్ I was saying, మేమిద్దరూ and Akanksha also along with both of us, ఏంటంటే we realized the characters and the nuances of the whole situation as we were going. And don't you think that's beautiful kada? Manaki paper మీద ఉన్నాయి సజెషన్స్ అన్నమాట. ఇట్లా మీట్ అవుతున్నారు ఈవెన్ అన్నమాట. వీళ్ళకు ఉండే 4 థాట్స్ ఇలాంటివి, and they have that, but something is happening. something has to happen ante we have to realize kada, so that we did. సో అందులో చాలా అనుకుంటాను రాసిన దానికంటే ది స్టోరీ వెంట్ బియాండ్ దట్ బికాస్ ఆఫ్ దట్
that constant conversation. Like until just on the scene we figured out like okay this were until like for example we were on short break and she was standing like this and talking to Akanksha, and then I said ma'am stay like that, and then we did it the shot because her body language was very comfortable ante aa character transition lo that's perfect. So we said ma'am we'll use this pose for showing the next shot because this is you are transitioning into a comfortable zone loki eltunnaru kabatti idi suits ani, and then oh yeah okay yeah that's a good idea. And Rohini garu was also even ante story is so clear on the script gani body language lo nuances lo I have to say something about the character annappudu that was the discussion on the set where like we said if we do this we are saying this without saying this.
సో
body language
మనకి అట్లాంటి ఒక పాసిబిలిటీ దొరకడం యాజ్ అన్ యాక్టర్ దట్ ఈస్ ది హై పాయింట్ యాక్చువల్గా మనం ఏమో అట్లా చేయగలమని. జస్ట్ వన్ ప్లేస్ ఆఫ్టర్ 25th November అందరికీ అర్థమవుతుంది, వన్ ప్లేస్ విచ్ రియలీ టచ్డ్ మీ.
Same place.
I was like,
Yeah.
I was good.
Yeah. You were amazing.
I was like very, and you know, I have to thank Deepthi for writing such a character for an elderly actor, like you know, character actor ki atlanti character రాయడం అనేది. ఎందుకంటే అనుకుంటారు కదా, ఇప్పుడు సత్యరాజ్ గారు కూడా అడిగితే మేబీ ఐఎమ్ ఆల్సో స్పీకింగ్ ఫర్ సత్యరాజ్ గారు ఇక్కడ. అంటే యంగ్స్టర్స్కి మధ్యన జరిగే విషయాలే ఇంట్రెస్టింగ్గా ఉంటాయి అలాగా అనుకుని తీయడానికి రాస్తూ ఉంటారు కదా. నో, దెర్ ఇస్ సో మచ్ ఆఫ్ లైఫ్ ఈవెన్ ఆఫ్టర్ సర్టన్ ఏజ్ అనేది, అండ్ దెర్ ఇస్ సో మచ్ ఆఫ్ లర్నింగ్ ఈవెన్ ఆఫ్టర్ సో మచ్ ఏజ్ అనేది కదా. సో దట్స్ బ్యూటిఫుల్. సో యాజ్ అ న్యూ డైరెక్టర్, న్యూ రైటర్, I am really happy with what she came up with.
Thank you.
I'm so jealous actually. No, not because. అంటే నేను I've seen తన బర్త్డే అప్పుడు వీళ్ళందరూ everyone posted wishes చాలా ప్రేమగా, and when the trailer launched everybody is posting it and saying Ronnie posted something, I'm so proud of you that this అందరూ చాలా పర్సనల్ ఒక ఫ్యామిలీ మెంబర్స్ లాగా పోస్టులు పెట్టి అందరూ హార్ట్ పెట్టి ఒక ఎపిసోడ్ నెవర్ పోస్టెడ్ సచ్ లవింగ్ కమెంట్స్ ఆర్ పోస్ట్ ఫర్ మీ. ఐఎమ్ లైక్ some magic she did with one film only, like all of you became
and
so
we
thick.
only shot for 4 or 5 days max each episode.
Okay, maybe that's the reason. Maybe if we shot for longer
then we'll start
brother is speaking.
Yeah. 4-5 days is a safe time.
Brother is speaking.
Get out with that.
But I guess she is an actor's delight in that way, because a senior actor like Rohini ma'am has come up with so many points where we can see that excitement when she is speaking about. She has done all epic films here, and when she is coming up with so much of excitement on this, because I thought, you know, I don't have a library of films or something, so I thought it was for me. But just now I realized that it's same for everyone, because in our previous interviews, what we all are speaking the same thing. Because I just said, when I met her for the first time, she was not even looking at me, she was looking at Ajay. Her orientation is very clear. She is like finding Ajay in me. She's not addressing me, she is like, yeah, she's somewhere, she's like, this is fine. I'm like, okay. And you don't get a director who sits with you and speak about your past life, like the backstory. Actors have to do it alone. Here we spoke about it so much. She calls me Ajay, she messages me, the shoot date is fixed, Ajay. I'm like, okay.
Maybe she forgot your name.
No, but she's like that much, you know, she gives to that character. And the kind of the way we speak beyond that subtext and things like that, I don't think so. I might have worked so much on the subtext and other things in the other films, you know. We just come to the set, learn the dialogues, do it. But here we say, no, that beauty that we enjoy doing it, she has brought that in.
Super. So it's our turn now. We both should say something about each.
Okay.
Before
Okay,
that,
before that, I want to ask
So,
you,
I-
you're
okay.
saying so much stress, trauma, so much stress because of her ante enti.
Basically ఏంటంటే so now if I'm producing films and I'll just there is a team to handle a lot of things, no? So if there is any big problem, then it will come to me in the end basically. With her, every morning, every afternoon, every evening, everything comes to me.
But not while I'm
She'll say,
shooting.
this guy is not picking up my call.
Oh,
What can I do? Some assistant
that's
director
the
doesn't pick up the
sister.
call. Manager doesn't pick up the call. I am like in between. I'm the transit call. Everything has to go through me.
Hey,
And
but
so-
that's the sister, ma.
that is my stress, ma.
I have to use sister card, kada.
Otherwise, he would switch off the phone.
So that is the reason for the stress. Because she's calling and saying, I couldn't sleep at all last night. I am like, okay, the next night I'm not sleeping because I heard that news.
No, while
It's obviously
shooting, Kanna, I
stressful.
think he had a lot of pre-release stress that I gave him.
Yeah, during the shoot it was not much.
Yeah.
But before this last few months has been terrible. Okay,
So, Nani, you asked us what was the first reaction when you got a call from Wall Poster. So, what was your first reaction when your sister said, I want to direct?
I didn't say it. He said you
I
have
said
to
it.
do it.
Then the stress is free.
Yeah. No.
You have to accept this.
Yeah, I deserve it. It comes with it. I can't do anything because I pushed her to direct.
So, how did this happen, this collaboration happen?
Everyone?
No, you and Deepthi coming
Me
up.
too with you.
No,
she
me.
brought the idea?
No. She basically, she wrote, and then she asked me to read the script and all. I kept pushing it because I know I'll tell 100 things if I read it, and then I was thinking, no, I'll have to tell this is the problem, that is the problem, but I am not ready to tell all that. So I was just pushing it. In between, she made sure a lot of people who are in my day-to-day life read it, and they all called me and said, amazing, mind-blowing. And all. So I was like, okay, all these people are saying could be, maybe I can read it confidently. Then I started reading it. I really loved it, and I understood that this script particularly. See, I think the thing about great scripts is it clearly tells you that this is a good script, but only this person should make it.
Yeah.
Anybody, see, I don't think there is a script where it will be like whoever makes it, it will be nice. No, it is very individual thing. It is. So it felt like the way she saw it. Only she should be able to decide what is right for the film. She should take the call on the shots. She should take the call on music.
Yeah.
She should take the call on everything. Only then, what I read will come out to the screen. She sent it to me and she said, if you like it, use it for anything. Like get any team and make them direct if you like it. So I was like, no point in taking this and giving it to somebody else. You should only do it. Then she said, me, I didn't do anything in life. I don't know where the camera is put and all that. I said, exactly. A director doesn't need to operate the camera. The director is not holding the guitar and playing the background score and all. So I said, you need to know what is right for your story. You just need to take what you want. You don't need to do things. You're not a technician. You're a director. You're captain of the ship. You just need to know which take to okay. You should know which tune to okay. You should know which. So I said it, but I was somewhere. I was like, no, but on the day one, different people were calling me from different. On the day one of shoot, my manager, somebody else from the shoot. Everyone was calling and saying she's killing it and all that. Okay, nice, good news.
That way she knows exactly what she wants. That way she's
I was thrilled.
That makes our job so easy.
In the Rohini ma'am too, I think that's the first quality of the director.
Exactly.
To not get carried away. To see how sometimes we wonder. So many people are there on set. We make the wrong calls, but the guy who watches the film in theater will say, "We'll make the right call." He'll say, "Not working." Simply. How did we didn't realize that it's not working? Because we get carried away on location. He doesn't get carried away because it's very. So if we can have that common sense on location, I think the chances of making a good film is a little more. Okay, back to you guys.
Yeah.
Okay. You tell one.
Okay, big one. And alright.
We'll start with one. Same.
Yeah.
Again,
Okay. Yeah, I think.
number 3 now.
The last number आएगा.
Because quality keeps decreasing.
Start with me, no, she's like, talk about me.
The whole last conversation she was like, मेरा number आएगा.
I was like, अपना time आएगा.
No, okay.
Okay, random topic pick then. We'll
Okay, random. Let's go random. Nobody should be
start with
offended.
Varsha. We'll start
You
with
have to be alert, okay? We can come to you anytime.
So we'll start with Varsha.
They should also be alert.
Start with Varsha. Yeah. So I think I was saying this somewhere else also, Varsha. Somebody was asking me who was the laziest person on your set. I said, I don't know lazy. Yeah, sorry, I didn't answer for that. Then I said, who is the foodie on your set? Varsha. Who's the naughtiest person on your set? Varsha. Who's the funniest person on your set? Varsha. I was like, I'm sorry, I can't answer anybody else's name with Varsha, having worked with Varsha, because it's like that one bouncing ball is going around the set, like. So that's my experience with Varsha. It's like a standing comedy is happening throughout the shooting experience. So loved it. It was a ball working with Varsha.
Bouncing ball.
Bouncing with the bouncing. Everybody on the set will be bouncing with her and laughing. Yeah, so that's my experience with working with Varsha.
And yeah, Nani. So something about Varsha. I don't know. It works out. I don't know if it's that your talent or it's just.
It's just
no, because కొంతమందికి ఐ ఫీల్ చాలా కష్టపడాలి కదా యాక్టర్లు. ఆల్మోస్ట్ బట్టలు చించేసుకొని అలా దుమ్ములో లేకుండా అలా కష్టపడిపోతారు. అప్పుడు తెలిసే ఆ గుడ్ యాక్టర్. కొంతమంది ఊరికి అలా కూర్చుంటే గుడ్ యాక్టర్. No, it is something charming basically.
Yeah.
It'll work. You just put them in the frame.
Facial expressions. Those expressions are
Yeah.
You don't have to joke.
When I saw Guntur
Middle
class melodies. Sorry.
The movie is only about Guntur.
Yeah.
Guntur is a character in that movie.
Yeah. No, but that is when I thought you have that energy. We should put you anywhere and it will work. That scene will work. So when she said, okay, I was like, happy, we are sorted.
You are perfect for that.
Thank you. And yeah, we were super fun the last catch up. The dancing particularly was amazing. Yeah. Looking forward to see it.
Tonight again.
Looking forward to see it tonight again.
I was in the morning. I was like, how can I recreate that? It's impossible.
You have to be full expectation. Now that I've said, I've told everyone. Have to. Yeah.
Next we'll pick somebody. We'll do Deekshit.
Okay.
Okay, so I think I shared this somewhere else also, and I'm so glad, Deekshit, that because of Meet Cute, your next thing is with Nani himself, and you're oka manchi role you're playing in Dasra. But back to Meet Cute, I think couple of days manam shoot chestam anukunta, and then 3 days. I remember this very experience, and I still tell people when I talk about in-law. And అన్ని ఇన్లో చూపించిన వాళ్ళందరికీ ఆ సీన్ చాలా నచ్చింది బిట్వీన్ యూ అండ్ ఆకాంక్ష. సో ఐ టెల్ దెమ్ ఆర్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ ఆఫ్ షూటింగ్ దట్. అంటే ఒక పర్స్పెక్టివ్తో హీ కేమ్ టు ద సెట్. వన్ స్మాల్ సీన్ ఆఫ్ గెటింగ్ ఇన్ టు ద రూమ్ వాజ్ నాట్ గెటింగ్ ఓకే. వీ వర్ జస్ట్ గోయింగ్ ఫర్ రీటేక్. అండ్ దెన్ ఐ సెడ్ లెట్స్ బ్రేక్ హియర్. We'll not do this, Ani. Then we'll do a break. And then we met in a caravan for lunch that day. So and then I told Deekshit, forget about the dialogues. Don't even think about dialogues. This is your character. This is how he feels. Ee character feels like this about వాళ్ళ అమ్మ గురించి ఇలా అనుకుంటాడు. ఇది తన mentality. These are his principles. Like, this is what he is thinking. This, if you ఇలా నువ్వు నీ అమ్మ గురించి ఆలోచించినప్పుడు నువ్వు ఎలా మాట్లాడతావు. అదంతా we had a conversation that was not related to the scene at all. అసలుకి బట్ ఐ డింట్ అది హెల్ప్ చేస్తుందా లేదా అని నాకు క్లారిటీ లేదు. బట్ ఐ థాట్ విల్ టాక్ అబౌట్ ఇట్ అంతే. దెన్ వీ వెంట్ బ్యాక్ ఆన్ సెట్. ఇట్ వాజ్ మ్యాజికల్, లైక్ దట్ హోల్ సెట్ సీన్ వర్క్డ్ అవుట్ సో వెల్ బికాస్ he got into a character look. He came in. So I fondly remember that conversation we had in the car. So in the caravan. Keep telling them, this is the backstory of that scene in the bar.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for making me part of this.
So I've
family.
heard all the praises when the shoot happened, and then we were in one chala mainly so in Dasra, basically the film I'm doing right now. We needed a very important role, another really important role, and then I remembered what she said, and then he came into Dasra. Now remember that face. And I think in Telugu he's going to be, Kannada gurinchi naku teliyadu, actually he's from Kannada industry, but I think he's going to get very busy post Dasra. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. That's so
Amazing.
sweet, and thank you for being amazing co-artist. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
You are amazing. Next.
Akanksha.
Akanksha. Nee, start.
You can start.
So because I worked with Akanksha before.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I first దేవదాస్ అనే సినిమాలో కలిసి పనిచేసాం. నాగ్ సార్కి పేరు నాగ్ రష్మిక, అండ్ వీ ఓన్లీ హ్యాడ్ 2 scenes together. Yeah, Vachadam, the song, and also that one scene which is hilarious actually, which I think కొంచెం editing లో పోయినట్టుంది. It's not there. But then itself, when I saw, I remember telling a lot of people that amazing talent సరిగ్గా వాడట్లేదు, సరిగ్గా ఏంటి తెలుగులో ప్రాపర్ సరైన రోల్ పడలేదు. If that one role happens to you, it will be amazing. And because after I watched the film also, we didn't have any communication, but I told this to a lot of people. And even when we were discussing, when we came up with the cast, I said, it will be amazing. Because there's a certain naturality, there's certain believability you bring to the role. And I was very confident, and I loved your performance in Law.
So yeah, I think he covered all my points because he went. So I think, and then she's a director's actor. She'll be like, okay, what is it that you are seeing? Me idea enti, me character ki, and like ante oka format ki she's been used to, right? When I'm saying ఇదే క్యారెక్టర్ కావాలి, నాకు ఈ బట్టలే వేసుకుంటారు, లైక్ ఇదే మేకప్ కావాలి, దెన్ షీ వాజ్ లైక్ ఐ యూ షూర్ ఇది వర్క్ అవుతుందా అని షీ హ్యాడ్ క్వశ్చన్స్. బట్ నేనేం చెప్తే అది షీ వాజ్ లైక్ following and like that, getting into the character, and like you said, amazingly it came out.
Thank you so much. I am thankful that I got this opportunity, because there are very few instances where we got to play such characters which we can relate to. So I think Pooja is that character, and it is the whole film, the whole story will always be so close to my heart. And I really want to thank Dikshit and Rohini Garu, because you know, it's not possible when you act, it's always give and take. You cannot perform entirely on on the basis that how you are performing. It definitely depends that what cues you are getting, what emotions you are getting. So I am really thankful that I've been given this opportunity to work with you both, and thoroughly enjoyed. Thank you.
Such pleasure to work with.
Yeah. You're next.
Next, Sanchita. We'll go for Sanchita. Okay, so I think so when we were trying to cast, last casting was done, ex-girlfriend ki casting. After going through so many actors, I was just not convinced that someone can be Anjana. Like, it's not like a typical heroine role. Like, she has to be this cute tomboyish person that you know is in her mind a little stubborn but still matured. Ari. So I just saw one movie that you did before. I won't name
What's
it.
the trailer?
Yeah, and then just like that one little shot, I got that vibe. Okay, this is Anjana. There was a little, the whole character that I was thinking in my mind, it was there, and I had my like, because that was probably your first film or anything. I was not sure if I can bring out that whole intense performance that's needed in the ex-girlfriend lo kavalsina intense performance. I was really scared, but I think when you came onto the set, you really delivered, and I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sanchita, you had curly hair, no, for the episode?
Yeah. Very curly hair.
Something is different. I was wondering.
It's short also.
Yeah, and you dubbed for yourself,
Yes.
right? That was I remember asking her when I saw the episode. You dubbed it so well, first of all.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
I was skeptical of that.
Yeah, so good. Like I because that day when we met at the office, like it's very different. The role is not exactly you are.
My
and
personality,
yeah, it's very different, and to play something which is not you so convincingly, I think that's the challenge, and you are amazing in Ex-Girlfriend.
Thank you.
Yeah, particularly with the shock. Yeah. I'm just making everyone curious about what that is. Yeah.
So
Next,
next,
Ashwin?
talk about Ashwin. Yeah. So I think see Ashwin, I didn't. They showed me the pictures and they showed me videos and alage oka YouTube video and pictures చూసి I said okay, that's my character Abhi. He'll fit Abhi. You came to the set and you were this very down to earth person and all the time he'll be around Allah, he'll be walking around practicing his lines or something like back and forth, because Telugu papam I think completely he's new to Telugu, he has no clue Telugu, but he'll be practicing. He'll check with me 100 times, he'll say okay na ma'am, you are okay, no you like it or should we do another one, and he used to ask me all of that. I was really impressed with how much dedication he had and all that. And all of this shooting was done, and then after teaser trailer released is when I realized how big Ashwin is back in Tamil Nadu. Like all of this trending is happening because of Ashwin, and so many fans, and he's like, oh, this man I met back then was like this first newcomer. He was like a newcomer. He's like, yes ma'am, sure ma'am, are you okay ma'am, thank you ma'am, yes ma'am, you sure ma'am, I'll come. And then we called him from Chennai, there was rain, there were shoot cancellations, and we asked him for malli inko extra days kosam adigamu. He made it work and he was so disciplined and down to earth. So thank you Ashwin, and yeah, thank you so much. And I just realized how much of your fans are like supporting this trailer so much, and yeah, looking forward.
Most of the YouTube comments are Ashwine.
Ashwini, like oh cute, so Ashwin is so cute in this. That's all I'm seeing in
So yeah, to me meeting Ashwin today itself, and afternoon we did spend some time talking, and then I've realized how humble and how amazing he is. Actually, I kind of, when we were talking, I could relate to you, like you felt like the younger me. Yeah. So
somebody confused him with you also on
look,
my poster.
No, even thoughts,
on the
and
poster.
I think even the journey in a way. So he also, when he started, there's this around him, everybody was looking at him, and then obviously there will be, when everybody is looking at you, there will be forces which will try to stop, which will try to, but still he's a fighter, and I think your thing just started, it's just the beginning, and it's going to be amazing. And obviously in the episode, in the show and all that, people will know what an amazing actor you are, but I think you are an amazing human being also. It's a good combination. It's good.
So you are a biggest inspiration for us. Biggest inspiration is you, sir. Like all your works, you are a brand now. So you have set a great example. So that's how we all like fighting again, seeing you. Thank you for that.
And you're going to be soon.
Yeah,
Brand
and I'm so
inspiration.
glad your first Telugu film is with us, right? I'm so glad we are launching Ashwin in Telugu.
Thank you so much.
You are only getting launched. I'm so glad I'm launching
but
Ashwin.
I'm still launching Ashwin.
Someone else is launching you.
You launching me, I'm launching him, so I'm taking the credit for that.
Last one, thanks to Nani.
Thanks to Nani, yeah.
That's very important. I'll remind even if you forget. So yeah, next.
I'm so glad you spoke about me first. All of them are waiting like now.
Okay, fast. Come on, fast.
They didn't speak about you first. You asked for it. Like, first.
Yeah. So Ruhani, I think let's talk about.
Yes, no. Fatafat. Come on.
Okay, so I think for me, Ruhani was my first day of shoot. Ruhani and Sathyaraj garu.
Think that, yeah.
Like so that, my first ever shoot.
I gave clap.
Yeah, clap.
Yeah,
Ruhani
yeah.
was there. So usually, kotta director ante you'll have a lot of jitters, and what will actors think? If I make a mistake, what will they think that okay? I'm so sorry that I project oppukunnanu. Where did I end up and anukuntare? But Sathyaraj sir and Ruhani, who is a well-known face in Telugu, andarki telusu. So I was literally very nervous. But I met her the day before shoot, and she made me feel like a genius director from day one, and she'll be like very excited about everything. and the cutest girl I've met, literally cutest, for meet cute, cutest girl for the thing. So she was, she gave me the courage that I can do this. So I'm so thankful.
I think you gave me the courage because I was so scared to work with Sathyaraj sir. He's such a senior actor, and I was so scared. I remember you were actually trying to calm me down. It's okay, Ruhani. You'll have fun. Calm down, breathe. So that was great.
Both Ruhani and Sathyaraj sir kind of helped me ease into the direction.
First episode, no? So yeah, now my side, Ruhani is now family. That she acted in Hit also, and she acted in Meet Cute, and now tomorrow I think she's going to participate in Hit 2 promotion also. We'll get that make them hit one, guys. They'll be watching the film. So she's like the member of Paul Poster team now, and I think like I said about Varsha, like how charming I said. No? There's something with Ruhani, whatever I've seen from the beginning till today, there's this honesty. Like you put her in any role, that frame will look very honest, and there's a certain innocence which comes across. So I really like, if you put Ruhani in some psycho killer role, nobody will guess till the end. No chance. How many other hints you give? I don't think anybody will get that she could be the killer. Yeah, there's a certain innocence which is, I think very, yeah.
I want to play that. Please, Dipti, right
now that we announced it, that can't happen. Yeah, so, yeah, and in Meet Cute, it was amazing in that role, and with Sathyaraj Garu, like you said, such a senior actor. And the other day also we were talking about how when Sathyaraj Garu is saying things, a lot of things work magically because of the reaction you give to them. How reaction is so important, we don't understand. We think that, continuously give some reactions, we'll put it in editing. No, anything gets weight because of the reaction. Even when you say a line, like say, even a hero says a punchline, if there is no reaction, if the villain gives yeah, that won't work. No, the hero's punchline won't work. So the reaction is so important, and there are so many beautiful things which worked out in Old is Gold because of Ruhani's reaction.
Thank you so much. I think it's because of Sathyaraj sir. He was so good that I didn't have to. I didn't put any efforts. I was just reacting to whatever he was saying. He was brilliant that way. And thank you so much. I hope you do more films together.
We will. And next,
Govind. So I think I want to say, like, the way, I don't know if it's a Malayalam film industry or something, the way they like parts or decode that character, nobody does. Like, more than the whole story that I wrote on the paper, Govind talked about what this guy was before. So I was shocked, like, is this like how Malayalam industry works, where they're so into the character that they want to know everything about that character so that they can be best. So I was really impressed by that, Govind, like that how much you immersed into that character. Had so many questions, like that were not related to the script. It was not on the script. It's like, why this guy would have been like this, in the backstory. It's like, okay, how's that? Did I write something like that in the script? No, but he was like, okay, he was talking about something that would have happened in his past that made him do this. So that was really impressive. So I was really happy.
I like content also, like as an actor, I like this writing part also, because of which I was very impressed with the way you wrote it. So I was just trying to see, how did you come to this? Because it was not only an actor's preparation that was happening. I was just trying to see, how did she write this? Like, where did it begin? So I was trying to travel with you in terms of that making part.
Things I didn't even think about, he was thinking.
That's why even the music and everything when you were giving, I was very interested in seeing how this new director is coming up with something very challenging, and she is coming up with that music. So that is why I was like consistently asking you about what kind of, from where did you get this reference? Is that person going to make this, like, this is like too much, because the kind of references she take is like international references, which we feel that will we be able to come up with something like this, create new something with it. So I was very excited to work with it. So that's what I said, I really enjoyed that process.
Thank you.
Yeah, and Govind, I think like you said, how they look at you look and then offer the same roles. I think that's because of the beard and how you look basically. But I think the role she offered you is much closer to you, who you are actually. Because I've always seen you smiling, and even I was shooting for an ad in Cochin, and then you came there, and that was the first time
We went for film awards also.
Film award, and then this one, and every time I see you smiling and it's full of positive, a lot of, and then, but you're playing this hardcore, you know. So I think this is much closer to you. I think that is why he was overthinking also. Yeah. So I said, it's very soft, nice, very sweet. I think you're like, for a lot of girls it will be like, I want a guy like that kind of a role it is. So lucky you. So you might be getting a lot of phone calls after this, yeah. And next.
Raja? Chaman Raja.
నేను స్టార్ట్ చేస్తాను. రాజాతో నేను కలిసి పనిచేసాము. సో ఐ థింక్ రాజా నువ్వు ఆల్రెడీ నువ్వు చెప్పినట్టు చాలా సరదాగా ఉంటాడు, కానీ బయట ప్రెస్కి వచ్చి యాక్చువల్లీ ఫైన్. అండ్ మా శాస్త్రి గారు అబ్బాయి. అండ్ ఫస్ట్ నేను యాక్చువల్లీ నాకు ఇప్పటికీ గుర్తు, ఫస్ట్ నువ్వు ఇంట్రడ్యూస్ అయినప్పుడు మనాలిది కాదు, మనాలిది ఓకే వీ కాదు, ఇంతకుముందు నువ్వు ఫస్ట్ ఇంట్రడ్యూస్ అయినప్పుడు నువ్వు సినిమా ప్లాన్ చేస్తున్నప్పుడే ఐ ఫెల్ట్ దిస్ గై హ్యాస్ దట్ కనెక్ట్. అంటే ఆన్ స్క్రీన్ మనకి చూసినప్పుడు కొంతమందిని కొన్ని ఫేస్లు మనం చూస్తాం కానీ మర్చిపోతాం, గుర్తుండదు, ఇమీడియట్గా ఒక ఇంపాక్ట్ ఉండిపోదు. ఒకసారి చూసిన వెంటనే మళ్ళీ ఎక్కడ చూసామో అని గుర్తు రాకుండా ఉంటుంది కొన్నిసార్లు, కానీ ఒకసారి చూస్తే గుర్తొచ్చే ఒక ఏమంటారు ఒక అపియరెన్స్ ఉంటుంది కొంతమంది. అది రాజాకు ఉంది సంహో. అండ్ అంటే నేను ఎప్పుడు చెప్పలేదు కానీ ఇంటి దగ్గర కలిసాము ఆ తర్వాత. అండ్ లైక్ నాకు ఐ హ్యావ్ టూ మెనీ మెమరీస్ ఫ్రమ్ శాస్త్రి గారు. చాలాసార్లు ఒకసారి నాతో ఫోన్ మాట్లాడుతున్నప్పుడు తన రాజా గురించి కూడా మాట్లాడారు. సో నాకు తెలియకుండా బ్యాక్ ఆఫ్ మై మైండ్ పెద్దగా కలవకపోయినా తను ఏదో బాగా ఎప్పుడు కలిసినట్టే ఒక ఫీలింగ్. అండ్ తర్వాత మేము వీలో కలిసి పనిచేసాం. సో అగైన్ దేర్ ఇస్ ఇప్పుడు రాజా కూడా అంతే. ఐ థింక్ యూ సెలెక్టెడ్ ద రైట్ యాక్టర్స్, ఎందుకంటే ఈవెన్ ఇఫ్ యూ గివ్ దెమ్ లౌడ్ రోల్స్ నో దే విల్ మేక్ ఇట్ సటిల్ అండ్ న్యాచురల్. దోస్ ఆర్ ద యాక్టర్స్ యూ గాట్ అండ్ యువర్ స్క్రిప్ట్ ఇస్ లైక్ దట్, సో ఇట్ ఆల్ కాంప్లిమెంటెడ్. And Raj also made it like Old is Gold montages చూసినప్పుడు they made it work. అంటే ఇద్దరిని చూస్తుంటే నాకు ఏదో యాక్టర్స్ అన్నట్టు కాకుండా ఇట్ లుక్ వెరీ కన్విన్సింగ్, ఇట్ లుక్ లైక్ రిలేటబుల్. దిస్ ఇస్ సంథింగ్ హ్యాపెన్ టు మీ ఆల్సో. యూ ట్రై టు రిలేట్ వెన్ ద యాక్టర్స్ ఆర్ రియల్. యూ డోంట్ రిలేట్ వెన్ ఇట్ ఫీల్స్ లైక్ యాక్టింగ్ ఆర్ బికాస్ యూ డోంట్ యాక్ట్ ఇన్ రియల్ లైఫ్, సో యూ డోంట్ రిలేట్. సో అమేజింగ్ రాజా యాక్చువల్లీ హ్యాడ్ స్క్రీన్ టైం కొంచెం తక్కువ in the episode no, but episode everything ante you will say Sathyaraj garu, Nani and Raja muggurdi episode. So solid impact ichadu.
Thank you.
I think that's what I ante like when he comes into the set and he'll be like completely a goofball joking around and he'll be like oh inta asal he won't take anything seriously and this is like and he'll be joking identi ee dialogue cheppacha idu alage cheppala ilage ani and he will be but he'll come into the scene and he'll be totally into that subtle character that jokes all apart and abba inta joke chesi inta navista unnadu really anta serious ga తీసుకుంటాడా ఈ dialogue అనిపిస్తుంది then action and you get what you asked for. So that was amazing.
Thank you. I really
Even
loved
if
it.
One day shoot, I really loved it.
I enjoyed it thoroughly. And one thing about Nani, మన బీ షూటింగ్ అప్పుడు జస్ట్ వాంట్ టెల్ లైక్ డాడీ గురించి మాట్లాడుతున్నావు కదా, సో సమ్ స్మాల్ ఇన్సిడెంట్. ఈవినింగ్ డిన్నర్ అప్పుడు ఇంద్రగంటి గారు నువ్వు నేను ఉన్నాం. సో నాన్నగారి దగ్గర నుంచి సాంగ్ వర్షన్ వచ్చింది మళ్ళీ మనసు మరి. సో యాక్చువల్గా ముందు ఒక వర్షన్ రాశారు, నాని అండ్ మోహన్ కృష్ణ గారు డిస్కస్ చేసుకుని ఇంకో వర్షన్ ఏదో కావాలని అడిగినట్టున్నారు. సో డాడ్ గేవ్ అనదర్ వర్షన్ సెండ్. ఈ లైన్ అంటే నువ్వు మాట్లాడతావు శాస్త్రి గారితో అన్నారు. పర్ఫెక్ట్గా ఉందంటున్నా నేను, పర్ఫెక్ట్గా ఉందని చెప్పాను. నాకు అది
అంతే.
అనిపించింది.
ఇంకా అక్కడ దాకా వెళ్ళినప్పుడు డిస్కషన్ నో డౌట్ లెట్స్ స్టార్ట్ విత్ యా అండ్ శివ దేర్ ఇస్ నేను యాక్చువల్లీ నేను ఇంతకు ముందు ఇది చూడలేదు అండ్ తను షీ వాజ్ పర్టికులర్ శివాయే కావాలా ఎపిసోడ్కి అని చెప్పి ఏంటి నువ్వేం చూసేసావు నేను చూడండి నేను ఇక్కడ అన్ని సినిమాలు చూస్తుంటాను నువ్వు యూ డోంట్ గెట్ టు వాచ్ తెలుగు ఫిల్మ్స్ అయితే అండ్ షీ వాజ్ వెరీ పర్టికులర్ అండ్ దెన్ చాలా ఇనీషియల్గా కాస్టింగ్ విషయానికి వచ్చినప్పుడు తన ఈ రెండు రోల్స్ ఫిక్స్ అయిపోయి ఈ రోల్ ఫిక్స్ అయిపోయింది ఈ రోల్స్కి కావాలి ఫస్ట్ ఫిక్స్ అయింది నువ్వే
First cast I finalized was you.
సో షీ వాజ్ సూపర్ కాన్ఫిడెంట్ ఐ వాజ్ లైక్ నాట్ ఇస్ కాన్ఫిడెంట్ అని అందుకే నేను యాక్చువల్లీ ఓన్లీ టైమ్ ఐ విజిటెడ్ షూట్ వాజ్ వెన్ షీ వాజ్ షూటింగ్ దట్ ఎపిసోడ్ బికాస్ ఐ వాజ్ మై శ్యామ్ సింగ్ రాయ్ సెట్ వాజ్ రైట్ నెక్స్ట్ టు ఇట్ అండ్ సెట్ ఐ జస్ట్ dropped in and I was in costume. I said no photograph, I'm coming direct from the shot and then I came in and I was seeing and
That balcony
everybody was in one nice mood and all that. And decided when the take was happening, I came behind her. I asked them to be silent because it was rolling, and like I thought she'll say cut and then she'll realize that I'm there behind. She said cut. She went, spoke something to him, came back like I'm standing here. Okay, like she went for like 5-6 minutes without noticing that I'm there. Like I was so happy because everybody was like in the mood. I was like I shouldn't be disturbing them now. I should get out immediately as soon as possible. And Starstruck is one of my favorite. Adah is not here, but you and Adah, chemistry, physics, everything worked very good. Yeah, Max worked out for me. Producer ki. So it's beautiful. It's like a chinna fairy tale lanti this Starstruck is, and like again I said, even though it's a fairy tale, you guys made it very feel real. అంటే జనరలీ అయితే ఒక ర్యాండమ్గా ఒక అబ్బాయి ఒక స్టార్ని కలవటం అనుకోకుండా రోడ్డు మీద ఇట్స్ సంథింగ్ ఇట్ ఇస్ నాట్ రియల్ అనిపించవచ్చు బట్ వెన్ యూ వాచ్ Starstruck it will feel very real. So you are amazing, Shiva, and even Adah did a killer job.
Adah was good. Yeah, I think that's
and
what
great
I
music. I love the song.
Starstruck has the best.
Yeah,
So,
beautiful song.
Yeah, so I think that's what I think you covered pretty much everything by my first casting. But I think like Deekshit to మాట్లాడినట్టు we had lot of conversation to get into the character, and then that's how that last scene where I could really see Aman in that scene. అందుకే నువ్వు వచ్చినా నేను నోటీస్ చేయలేదు because he killed it at that time. So he was really I had so much fun, like one of the most like obedient. అంటే నేను అమన్గా ఎందుకు పిక్ చేసుకున్నానో కూడా చెప్తాను. Like ఆఫీస్కి he came first time and the way he'll talk every time to me or Prashanthi or anybody is like this, akka, okay, always folded hands and akka, okay, okay akka, okay, whatever you are, okay, sure, done, sure. Like that was Aman for me. That very obedient, down to earth guy who was not the typical macho stereotype or anything, but I was like, yes, that's my Aman. So that's
Thank you Akka for giving it.
So and Nani man. So నాకు వచ్చిన నేను ఫస్ట్ నేను చెప్పాను జస్ట్ బిఫోర్ క్లోజింగ్ నాకు నీ ఫస్ట్ అలా మొదలైంది ఫిలిం చేస్తున్నప్పుడు బేసిక్లీ నాకు ఐఎమ్ హ్యూజ్ ఫ్యాన్ ఆఫ్ మణిరత్నం సార్ అండ్ ఎవ్రీబడి నోస్ ఐ టోల్డ్ ఇన్ ఎవ్రీ ఇంటర్వ్యూ ఐఎమ్ బిగ్ ఫ్యాన్ ఆఫ్ మణిరత్నం. సో ఆల్ మణిరత్నం's heroines I had a crush growing up, big crush. Okay, he's like full crush. I wanted a girlfriend like that. Every film I had a big crush. But I was thinking different girls, different movies. Why did I have a crush on all the girls? Because for all the girls, Rohini ma'am did. And it was the voice. It was not the girl. Then look at the irony. The Rohini ma'am only played mother roles. So, but నాకు అలా మొదలైంది సడన్గా నాకు ఈ వాయిస్ తెలుసు I didn't know that she dubbed. And then she క్యాజువల్గా ఏదో కాన్వర్జేషన్లో అది గీతాంజలి నేనే అన్నీ చెప్తుంటే నాకు ఇమ్మీడియట్గా దెన్ ఇట్ స్టార్టెడ్ థింకింగ్ అండ్ I was in awe. I was like for few days, like I was that fanboy on set, and she used to walk ఇలా ఆ రూమ్ నుంచి ఈ రూమ్లోకి వెళ్తే ఐ యూస్ టు లైక్ జస్ట్ లుక్ ఎట్ ఒకసారి ఐ వాంటెడ్ టు హియర్ దోస్ డైలాగ్స్ బట్ ఐ కుడెంట్ ఆస్క్ హర్, ఐ కుడెంట్ డేర్.
I think he was more interested in knowing how did Mani sir get that from you, like you know. So you were
I kept asking.
you kept asking because you were a greater fan of Mani sir.
No, that Mani sir అలా వేరు కదా, నేను హీరోయిన్ ఆ వాయిస్. No, because it's really there is a warmth in Rohini ma'am's voice and in that face and in just the way like she really reminds me of my mom. Like when you like the way you wrote Lakshmi Gani and like something with me ఏమంటారు
Relatable and
No,
my
you
mom,
are, yeah,
my family.
essential family member here. Yeah, very warm, heartwarming, like warmth. So, and then it was a blockbuster, that film, and everybody, a lot of people used to tell me that our scenes are so good.
Oh, no.
And then tarvat we did Gentleman, again super hit again. So every time we met, some magic happened on screen. So she's like a lucky charm, and
I'm so glad I got you. Lucky charm.
Yeah. So yeah,
You guys own the lucky charm.
On this stage, let's make the deal. So after నా డేట్స్ ఎవరు అయిపోతే మీరు మిగతా సినిమాలకి వచ్చి.
For sure.
Yeah, and I think if in entire meet cute, one of everyone is amazing, but one of the bestest performances is Rohini ma'am and Rohini.
Yes.
Yeah, I totally agree, ma'am. ఇవాళ నేను చెప్పినట్టు to somebody, it was like నేను ఎప్పుడు నేర్చుకోలేదు డైరెక్షన్, యాక్టింగ్, సీన్ ఎలా చదవాలనేది నేను నేర్చుకోలేదు. That 4 days of or 5 days of working with Rohini ma'am was a crash course in film school. Like అంటే ఒక సీన్ ఎలా అప్రోచ్ అవ్వాలి, ఈ చిన్న చిన్న nuances ఎలా వర్క్ చేస్తాయి అనేది I got to learn so much from you, ma'am. And the conversations, మన ఇద్దరు meet cute.
Yeah,
Between us, the conversations, and I'm so glad you brought up that first scene. అంత సీనియర్ యాక్టర్ అయ్యింది, నాకు మీ హెయిర్ మార్చాలి మ్యామ్ అని, అందుకని మీరు వెళ్ళిపోయి క్యారవాన్కి వెళ్ళి చేంజ్ చేసేసి ఇది ఓకేనా అనడం వాజ్ మై లైక్ మై మైండ్ బ్లోయింగ్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్.
That was like
that's
when you had me.
I thought I pissed you off or something, and she said no, mom, I'll go change, and she came.
That's when you had me. So that's it. I know I would say again and again that even if she had approached not with this one thing of Nani గారి అక్క కాకుండానే అంటే కదా, I would have definitely said okay, come let's do it. So
Thank you, ma'am.
So before we close, I wanted to definitely talk about Sathyaraj sir.
Yes.
You know he's not there, but on the first day నేను Sathyaraj sir ని షూట్ చేయాల్సి వచ్చింది. అంతకన్నా బెస్ట్ లైక్ మోర్ డౌన్ టు అర్త్ యాక్టర్ గాని, the one who got in like his humility, ఆయన వర్క్ ఎథిక్ మాత్రం ఐఎమ్ ఫ్యాన్ అండ్ లైఫ్ లాంగ్ ఐ విల్ బి రిమెంబరింగ్. ఒక లైక్ అంటే వర్క్కి ఎంత ప్యాషన్తో రావాలి, 100 సినిమాలు చేసినా ఎంత డిసిప్లిన్ ఉండాలనేది ఆయన దగ్గర నేర్చుకున్నాను. అండ్ ఓల్డ్ ఇస్ గోల్డ్లో ఆయన ఒక సీన్ మాత్రం ఐ థింక్ సంథింగ్ ఎవ్రీబడి విల్ లవ్. అండ్ ఆయన సొంతగా ఆయన సీన్ చదివి నేను ఈ సీన్లో ఏడవచ్చా అని నన్ను అడిగారు. లైక్ అంటే సార్ ఇది నేను ఏడుస్తారని రాయలేదు సార్, మీ ఇష్టం అని అంటే నాకు ఏడుపు వస్తే నేను ఏడవచ్చా అన్నారు. అండ్ దెన్ ఆయన సీన్ చేస్తూ ఆయన కళ్ళల్లో నీళ్ళు రావడం, మా సెట్లో అందరికీ కళ్ళల్లో నీళ్ళు రావడం, ఫ్రమ్ మై డైరెక్షన్ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ టు ఎవ్రీబడి, ఈజ్ వన్ ఆఫ్ ద మోస్ట్ మెమరబుల్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ హోల్ షూట్. So I wanted to say on this stage, thank you so much Sathyaraj sir for being part of Meet Cute.
Thank you sir. నా సైడ్ నుంచి కూడా నేను జెర్సీ చేసిన తర్వాత అప్పుడే that is when this was happening, and then I was telling her stories about how amazing it was working with Sathyaraj sir. And then Sathyaraj sir కూడా నా మీద సాఫ్ట్ కార్నర్ నుండి ఫోన్ చేసిన వెంటనే he said I want to do this అన్నారు. So we're so glad that Sathyaraj sir was part of this one. Thank you sir. And yeah, man, I think తొందరగా wrap చేయాలి. I think we went too long because this interview చాలా మన 10 ఇంటర్వ్యూలతో సమానం. So thank you so much guys.
Thank you
so much. And Meet Cute is special, and you guys made it very, very, very special. And
watch it on Sony Live. On
from
already
fully into marketing. I'm nicely one emotion, I'm letting it dominate, but she's into marketing.
No, they told us Sony Live.
Okay. So yeah, thank you so much. And let's enjoy this whole process, and post 25th or whenever, just don't please watch only your episodes, watch other episodes and comment on your accounts, social media platforms, and let people know what your opinions are. Thank you.
Thank you.
I did a good job.
Great job.
డైరెక్టర్ చెప్పాలి.
Oh, thank you. Amazing.